It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. And before I start my show, I want to thank everybody that's been tuning in, sending me feedback, showing me love, and I really appreciate it. So keep it coming. Today's show, I have somebody that's a recording artist. And just to let you know that he's visually impaired, which is very special because he's like another Stevie Wonder to me. And we're going to hear from Cazerney Bussey.
Yeah,
Hey,
you got
Cazerney,
it. Look,
what's up?
you almost got it right, but it's Cazerney Bussey, man. I really do appreciate you for allowing me to present my story and my music on your platform, man. I really
Well,
do
you know what,
appreciate
man?
it.
It's my pleasure, man.
Yeah.
It's very special to know that somebody has a disability and they can still project. That's very
Mm,
special.
mm.
So let's talk about the beginning for you as a child growing up and family and things like that, and we'll go forward from that into your music platform.
Well, from an early age, I grew up in music, of course. Grew up listening to the greats. My father is also blind. He lost his eyesight at 7, which is like kind of ironic, but he's a musician, songwriter, singer himself.
Hmm.
So at an early age, he recognized my ability, and he saw I had the ability to harmonize music, and I was singing along, with all the records. So he started molding me from like 3 years old. He taught me that song by Escape, Run to the Arms. And, just from there, everybody that would come over my house, he would sing that song for them, sing that song. So at that time, my voice was like really high soprano. So I
Hmm.
was just able to sing it. And, I kind of recognized like the drawing effect, I had with my gift and my talent. Everybody loved it. So, of course, me being a young guy that was able to receive that pleasure, I pursued it. Um, I started getting more into writing at the age of 12 years old. My
Hmm.
father had me in studios up until then. He was a part of the group. A lot of you guys know it's a hip hop group, Sonic, and
Okay.
he was signed with Polygram Records, in his
Right.
time. So he did a lot, he did a lot. So I was able to, just come up under that guidance. When I got in that session at 12 years old for my first time, like the experience I got from just, me being in that booth, recording a record and seeing the record come from like a raw cut copy to this mixed mastered masterpiece for me was just like that was confirmation. Like music was definitely gonna be it for me. And from there I've been going since, man.
So it seems like your musical path has been genetic, to a
Oh yeah.
sense of recording, writing, producing, things of that nature. So
Oh yeah.
tell the viewers, at an early age, before you even considered actually even singing, uh, were you actually influenced by any artists at the time?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said, the grace. My father, he definitely was like a big inspiration for me. And just like the great Smokey Robinson. I grew up, around that time. It was like the 90s for me. So like the Baby Faces, the Keith Sweats, and
Right.
just the greats around that time. Everything that was going on. And like I said, definitely just my father. A lot of artists he wrote for at the time, that probably didn't have big records around, but I did have a circle of people that really like
Mhm.
just encouraged and influenced me through their gifts and their talent. So it was definitely something that I could say I picked up along the way.
Do you
Yeah.
play the instruments?
Yeah, I'm not like versed in it. I'm not like I wish I would have took out the time to actually get into piano because I love it. But because I am a producer, I can't play by ear. So I
right.
didn't really classically train myself into playing music and reading. But I definitely, anything I hear, I could project that through, the piano, through that
Right.
instrument. So yeah.
So your grasp of energy that you actually get to express to people, where would you feel that actually comes from, as far as you're concerned? To actually impress and have viewers actually admire you as for your gift.
Well, I feel like, I was born with a purpose and I was created by, a most high creator. So I was put here with a gift and something unique to offer to the world at large. I am really I understand that everybody is here working together,
Right.
contributing to our culture and our
Mhm.
society. And I know that I have, something unique to offer this big rainbow of color, of gift and talent. So, I just get it from there, just being
Right.
able to bring something, fresh and new to the table.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people like that when they could hear something different, and I love it too, to be able to hear and, just feel other people expressions through their creative form.
When I heard about you, and when
Hmm.
we talked to each other, and you told me that you were visually impaired, the first
Yeah.
person I actually thought about was Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah.
Because
Stevie is just
uh,
yeah,
a person that influences music the way that he does, that's a gift. And to see
yeah,
that you actually do the same, I think that's very special.
yeah.
So have you ever thought about, how you were visually impaired and how people might just receive you?
Yeah, it was unique because when before I lost my eyesight, that was at the age of 15. I
Okay.
had a condition called a retina detachment. So my
Hmm.
retina's detached. Prior to then, I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, East New York, Brooklyn, and I was playing basketball with everybody on the block,
Hmm.
throwing footballs and sometimes even shooting balls into garbage cans. Like, I was a kid. I was enjoying my
Right.
younger life. So when the time came and I actually, lost my physical eyesight,
Hmm.
at the same time, I like to tell people that something happened. It shift for me. I can say that I really gained the vision the same day I lost my sight because although I
Right.
was able to see with a physical eye, I wasn't necessarily tapping into, my unique perspective and, perception of the world, how I view it. So,
Mhm.
just the fact that I was able to tap into that uniqueness in myself put me in a position to now, share that with people and, just to present love from a different perspective and, just the pursuit and, now your emotion is coming from you and you're sharing it with people, but just through a different perspective. And I think that's something that makes the world, brings change to the world and, just makes it a more expansive place.
It's a good thing that I see you as a person that never really gave up, and you're still fighting your dream, and
Oh yeah.
that's very, very epic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I see that you're very confident about yourself, and you have a very humble status about yourself, even
Mm.
though that you're impaired. Because they say sometimes you lose something, but you gain something else.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So
I think sometimes we have to really understand that we do have something else. I think a lot of people have, like I said, something unique to offer, and sometimes it takes for you to lose something to tap into that.
Well, it brings you back to the father, the story with my father. My father
Mm.
was also blind, and my
Okay.
great grandmother was blind as well. So
Mm.
I was around the scenario of dealing with them in the sense of sometimes having good days and sometimes having bad days. You
Mm.
know, but when
Mm.
my father actually got blind, he went blind when he was in his early 60s. So the
Mm. Oh wow.
transformation for him was kind of different, and I had
Right.
to
Right.
deal with the attitudes. I had to deal with the change of his characteristics, And so I sort of draw to people that are impaired because I see something special about them, you know. And he was also a gifted guitar player, you know. And but after a while, he gained his status as far as his ego. It's like, I'm not going to let this stop me,
right?
You know. And I admired him for that. You know what I'm saying? And the condition that he had is hereditary in my family, you know, so I can never say what happens. But in the meantime, we're going to listen to Carzerney, you know, and we're going to listen to one of his tracks. And guys, listen very well because this brother is really talented. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house.
Cazerney, Google it. When I be with you, baby, I be feeling like the man. You look so sexy on the beach, your feet buried in sand. You a star on the land, and I'm your biggest fan. I said I'll never settle down, but girl, you changed my plan. Never say never, was the lesson learned. The world made my heart cold, but you made it burn. My life, I wanna share with you and everything I earn. I'm gonna give you all of me, I want you in return. You make me feel so alive. When I look into your eyes, I can see an angel in the sky. You're so sexy, you got me stuttering my words. And you have the cutest voice I ever heard. I never felt a body like yours, you so soft. You make me wanna take all of your clothes off. When I'm with you, I'll be stuck in the zone. You're so beautiful, you're the screensaver on my cell phone. You're the only one that I need. You're the only one for me. You make me feel so alive. When I look into your eyes, I see an angel in the sky. You make me feel so alive.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Don't turn around. You ain't really down. Playing the games you do. Someday, everything will be alright. Know that different people make the world go round.
Because of you, my dreams are coming true.
That erases my rainy day.
Right now, I don't care who's watching.
For whatever the reason there might be.
With your love by my side, the world will be mine. You're the one for me.
Hey, we're back. This is my show, The Legends. I'm Tyrone Lowe. And my guest that I'm actually interviewing right now is Cazerney Bussey. Carzerney, what's up, dude? So let's explain that track that we just heard and tell us about it and who produced it and, you know, and what are you doing about it right now?
Man, well, So Alive was I write through experiences and you know, young men was able to tap into, my perception of love and how I view, love and beauty. And, it basically just says that, when I look into your eyes, I can see that angel in disguise. I'm able to see, a deeper level of beauty, kind of like more of like a spiritual tie and connection. I see past the eyes. They say like
Right.
the eyes are like the gateway to the soul. And I was just able to express that kind of love through music, and I think that's the beautiful thing about music is where like you can say it, you can say I love you, but with tones and vibrations and
Right.
dope production, you can really express, that love and to send that and to let it travel. So I just feel like the game definitely need a little bit more balance in music where we can send out more of love and relationship. And I mean that's some of the music I do, and a producer named Tone Red made the beat out in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Very talented guys, and I just really, I really love them guys. Yeah, they got it from a rough mix to a masterpiece, and I just, hope they enjoy it.
That's cool.
Felt it.
And you're based now out of North Carolina, am I correct?
Yeah, currently I reside in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your music tells a lot, and you said it's based on experiences like that. So, do you have any other stuff that you're going to be coming out with? Are you working on an EP right now, or something that's going to be marketable?
Yeah, actually, I just dropped a body of work, I like to call it, uh, titled 728 C Fly. That's Cazerney Forever Love You. That's actually my brand. So you see on the shirt, CFLY,
Okay.
Carzerney Forever Love You. And yeah, I dropped the project. It's a 20-song project. It's actually, all digital means of streaming right now, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. And I put out that body of work just to prepare people for a great continued body that's dropping. That's why I titled it 728. It's actually a birth of like my message that's coming through to the world, and I just want to send it through my gift, through music.
Are you actually looking at any live entertainment in the future?
Oh yeah, I definitely want to take it to the stages where I can really entertain people. I've done a couple of shows this year actually. I performed a lot of my life, and I actually went to a school of performance arts, Frank Sinatra, the School of Performance Arts, and
Okay.
I've done so many shows out here. I've been down here in North Carolina for 5 years, and I done
Right.
been in cities. I come from a place where in order to really present your music, I believe in, really, getting out there to the public, performing it. And I think it's always for me a magical experience when I could be on that stage on that mic and just release, all the passion build up in me. So
So let me ask you a
yeah,
question.
man, definitely.
The first time that you actually got on stage and you knew that you really had to go out there and do your thing, what was actually your mindset? What was running through? What was running through your mind?
Oh man, I was nervous. I was nervous. Um, it was a wrecking experience. I think that show was in like Flatbush, Brooklyn. It was like a basketball game. So it was like a lot of high schools, and it was a pretty larger crowd. And it was younger people too, so it was kind of in my zone. And all I can remember is that I just wanted for the people to feel, what I did. Now,
Mhm.
at that time I was a little younger, which
Right.
I had a hip hop R&B kind of sound, and
Mhm.
when I went out there, man, I just went and did what I did, and right away the crowd like really like clicked with me, and
Right.
just after that first initial click, it was like from there it was like, oh wow, well like by the third song, which I was cutting the song shorter, it was just like I had the crowd, and it was like, yeah, let's do this, let's keep it going,
Right. Well,
So yeah.
everybody on my show, I always ask this question because
Mhm.
it helps other people along the way.
Right.
And even though that you're an upcoming artist And, you know, you've been around the block a little bit as far as recording, producing, and things like that. So to other artists that are actually coming up right now, what path do you think they should actually take?
I mean, I think they should take their own unique path. I think they should stay true to themselves. I feel like a gift is kind of like the sky. It's really no limits to it if you're really like true to yourself and you can tap into like your everyday growth and experience and just let that pour out through you. You know, it's really just really you being natural and, you know, like expressing your love and that gift and that passion. So I just feel like in order for people to be like unlimited, like the air we breathe, and to really be effective and like current and persistent and consistent, you need to tap into this source of energy, this well of waters that just flow, you know. And the best way to do that is just to be yourself and be true to yourself and the message you have to you know, bring to the people, the universe at large, and know that you actually have value in that individual you are, you know.
Do your family give you a lot of moral support? Friends, family?
Oh man, my father's like my best friend. You saw my mom, you know, she just came through. She actually lives in New York, upstate in Albany. So she came down for Thanksgiving, you know. So yeah, friends and family, man, everywhere. Just I got beautiful children that look up to me. They into music already. Just everywhere, man. I received a lot of love in life, and I could say thank you to my people because it really helps us as artists, especially when we on the come up, to have that support and push. You know.
Give me some shout outs to some people that you really want to recognize right now at this time. You know, in your presence.
Oh man, I want to shout you out, man, Tyrone. I really appreciate your platform. I check out a lot of your shows, man, and I really admire what you're doing, you know, for, you know, the artists you've dealt with and even me, you know, to give me the platform to come out and present my gift to people. Definitely my parents, my pops, my mom, God, man, you know, God created me uniquely and he gave me a purpose. I really love him for that. And I have a manager, his name is Kendrick Mays, Too Hot Entertainment out here. He just helps me along the way. You know, all my producers, you know, Tone Red and Tone. The guy that produced, you know, one of my leading records, I feel right now that we're pushing, even though I'm blind. His name is Jacob Period Can Do. Just shout out to him and just the supporters in the world at large. New York, I have a passionate love because that's my hometown. You know, the whole New York, Brooklyn, and the Bronx, Harlem, Manhattan, but North Carolina as well because it had, you know, they embraced me out here with open arms and just gave me the space and room to really bring what I have to offer to the city and to the state. So just everybody, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, have you done any video productions as well as far as your music? Or is that upcoming right now?
Yeah, that should be dropping in about 2 weeks actually, the Even Though I'm Blind record. We shot that out in Wilmington. So that's a very interesting, it's gonna be very interesting. This is dope. I have fun doing it.
That's cool, man. You know, I have to take my hat off. I have to take my hat off to you, man, because I see you as a person that's really striving, good moral support, and you just have an energy to keep striving. And all I can say is keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And all I have to say is that I'm really flattered to have you on my show. And somewhere along the future, I'd like to have you back on my show. And like I always kid with everybody, hey, man, when you go up there and get that Grammy, man, you better not forget about me, man.
Tyrone Lowe. No, we doing it.
But listen, like I said, I thank you very much for being on my show. This has been another T-Lo video production. And my guest is Carzerney Bussey. I need you to really support this brother, man, because it's for a good cause. It's for a good purpose. And make him feel welcomed, you know, and just go out there and buy his music and support him. And like I said, this has been another T-Lo video production. So stay tuned for another episode. And I thank you. Carzerney, thank you.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
For the love of house.
The dynamic soul sounds of
For the love of
DJ Tyrone Lowe. Tyrone Lowe. DJ Tyrone Lowe.
That's nice.
The dynamic soul sounds of DJ Tyrone Lowe.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Listen, baby, I wish that I could see a pretty smile. Or maybe if I can stare into your eyes a little while. Just a little while. Baby, if I could see the sexy way you wear your hair. Or maybe hang 1,000 pictures of you everywhere. Baby, you don't have to worry, 'cause you're the one that I adore. And my heart can't conceive what my eyes can't see. So I love you that much more. Baby, you don't have to worry about you not having enough. 'Cause when I can't see, I can surely feel whenever our bodies touch. And even though I'm blind, I can picture us together in my mind. And even though I can't see, I can't imagine you as pretty as can be. Even though I'm blind, I can picture us together in my mind. And even though I can't see, I can't imagine you as can be. Listen, baby, I wish that I could see you walk around the crib. Or maybe laugh at pictures of you when you were a kid.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house. It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.